The American Conservation Coalition is a 501c4 nonprofit organization dedicated to mobilizing young people around environmental action through common sense, market-based, and limited government ideals. The ACC was founded in June 2017 by a group of millennials who saw an ideological gap in the environmental movement, preventing necessary bipartisan action. The American Conservation Coalition is changing the narrative on environmental discussions through promoting a mix of free market, pro-business, and limited government environmentalism in legislatures, college campuses, the political arena, and beyond. As a young follower of politics who is right of center, I've felt alone in my opinion that both economic and environmental concerns should be taken into consideration when crafting policy. It's often felt like the only two options available to me are the Green New Deal or total denial of environmental concerns. Here are two tweets which illustrate this dichotomy. For my project, I decided to register a Utah State University branch with the ACC and recruit people who'd be interested. We set up a table near the quad and lured unsuspecting students with free candy and apples. As fate would have it, just when we had a plan ready, two of the people who had agreed to help me contracted COVID-19. Luckily, the individual in the previous slide, Josh, his quarantine period ended just in time to help me man the booth. Despite less than ideal circumstances with campus being at half capacity, we enjoyed quite a bit of success in talking to people about the new ACC chapter, including a literal 100% close rate with the people that engaged with us and garnered significant interest on social media. Throughout the course of this project, I learned a lot about leadership. Here are some of the findings as they pertain to the 4 pillars discussed in class. As it pertains to drive, I learned the power that accompanies believing in what you're selling. I truly believe the ACC is an organization that will promote a lot of good. I probably could have done a better job at making my conviction known to those on my team in hindsight, but not all lessons of leadership are learned in the positive. As it pertains to authenticity, by being frank about our opinions on current political issues, we were able to appeal to similarly honest individuals, the exact type we want as teammates in the ACC. As it pertains to empathy, I learned early on the effectiveness of asking questions to people rather than spouting off on talking points as we were speaking to them on campus. And as it pertains to learning, I knew it would be important for those of us manning the booth to be informed. Having briefings beforehand helped us approach the conversations with authority. Again, in hindsight, I wish we would have been prepared with more anecdotes. Overall, I think we did a good job of achieving exceptional results. We laid the foundation for something I think could be truly extraordinary. We had about 24 people who were genuinely interested, with many more filing in via social media. I sincerely believe those who join will have a unique opportunity to be a part of something that the world desperately needs right now. If I could go back and change things about the project, I would have done a better job at delegating. And no, this isn't a humble brag. I would have tried to get 2 tables going at 2 separate locations at different times. While I couldn't have foreseen 2 of my teammates contracting coronavirus, I think this deficiency comes down to me not doing a good enough job of establishing a contingency plan. To conclude this presentation with a special thank you to my team. None of this would have been possible without them. My wife Riley helped me use Canva to create the posters, while my friends Josh and Oakley helped me man the booth and promote the message on social media respectively.